Hello there, and welcome to Aunt Val Has an Opinion About Everything. The hot topic in Texas right now, someone sent a memo to the entire office saying you had to speak English when you were at the office. Do I agree with this memo? Absolutely not. Do I agree with the content of the memo? Well, a little bit, and here's why. From the time we were small, in the United States, it's customary to teach your children not to whisper to their friends in front of other people. We consider it rude to talk to your friends and make other people feel uncomfortable and unwanted by whispering in your friend's ear. If you have something personal to share with your friend, you wait until later when the two of you are alone, and then you share whatever it is. Otherwise, if you're at a table, a party, in school, at the office, and there are other people around, you speak so that everybody can hear and make them feel included, wanted. Otherwise, we consider it rude. I mean, if you pass a note or whisper in class, what's the first thing the teacher says? Would you like to share that with everyone in the class? And of course, you don't want to, so you clam up. And that's why. I hired a couple of teenage boys to do some work in my yard. When I brought them lunch, the three of us sat at a table, and they spoke Spanish the whole time. And I sat there feeling so alone because I had no one to talk to. I didn't know what they were talking about. I did know enough to know they weren't talking about me, but I said, "Speak English." And they laughed and said, "We're not talking about you." And I said, "Well, that's not the point. It's just rude to not include everyone at the table." Just recently, I was at the post office. In the lobby, there were two clerks and me. That was it. And they decided to talk to each other in another language. I don't even know what language it was. And I said, "Speak English." And they laughed and said, "We're not talking about you." Well, that's not the point. I said, in this country, the custom is it's rude not to include everybody in the conversation. So they told me what they were talking about, and we all laughed. It was funny. Now, why should you care about this? At some point, you're going to want something from other people, whether it's help, whether it's to vote for someone in your family so it's easier for them to get a green card, a work visa, citizenship, government benefits. And if everyone thinks that you're rude, they're not going to vote for you. They just don't care because you've been unkind and rude. So when you go to another country, and I would expect to do the same thing if I went to live in another country, learn to speak the language, embrace the customs, make everybody feel welcome and wanted. Be part of the family, and you will get more of what you want. I'm Aunt Val, and that's my opinion.